everyone, this is Amber bringing joy to your Tuesdays. Hi Bethany. So, I just gotta say we're in our second week, woohoo! And I chopped all my hair off, as you can tell. I don't think Glenn likes it very much, but he'll get used to it. Because I used to be bald back in the day, and so keep subscribing and keep commenting, please. I dare you leave lots of comments on my video this week because I was bereft of them last week. So, this week's topic is Fameries. Well, first off, I just want to say that I'm sorry for the seriousness of my footnote last time. I just kind of wanted to establish that one thing I'm really excited about here is maybe learning a little bit about myself through this and sharing with you guys. So, to continue to our topic. Well, first off, my family, to kind of start off, I came out as a lesbian around the same time Glenn was transitioning, and everything just went and that was about 3 or 4 years ago, and it didn't explode because my parents are homophobic or anything. It kind of exploded because they didn't believe me. Apparently I was making it up. And my mom said that, up to 3 years later, that I was still lying and I just couldn't get myself out of this hole I dug. I was just like, not so much. But I do remember that we had this huge, redonkulous fight, and they mentioned Glenn, and they said, "Are you dating this person?" And I said, "No, he's a boy." And I explained that he was trans, and he said, "Oh, is that what you are too?" And I'm like, girly girl. I'm total femme. But my mom remembered this incident years later when I started seeing Glenn, and I remember how ridiculous that sounded back then, which is funny to me. Here I am now. But so she insisted on calling him a she for a little while, and I think it was mostly to irk me. I mean, she doesn't even know the guy. And the other day I did catch her say he, but I also caught her say she, but she does bother to, ask about him sometimes, which, with my girlfriends, when I was upset or something, they didn't even want to hear about it. They didn't want to know, which, is nice that, they at least show a little bit. I mean, he's still not allowed in the house, and Mom, and I don't think Dad likes him or wants to know about him at all. He's kind of a hermit. But, what was I saying? Oh, yes, but we went to lunch once, and it was just my mom and Glenn and I, and she said only about 3 words to him. So, I don't know. But my grandma Cynthia is very supportive. She's really great. I think my mom had told her something when I first started seeing Glenn, because she kind of brought it up. She was like, "We were at the hospital the other day and we saw someone, who looked like they were transitioning. Do you know anyone like that?" And I'm just like, "Yes, Grandma." But she's really great, and, she called to, see how Glenn was after her surgery, and beat me down for not calling and giving her the update. And I was like, "You were really worried? That's so kind of nice." But we're gonna go lunch with her soon. She's great. As for Glenn's family, well, his mom is fabulous. I love her. She's hilarious, and hopefully I can get her on the channel soon. I will have to keep you updated on that. She said yes. So, she said yes. I still haven't given her the information, which is bad of me. But I'm over there all the time because Glenn and I own ferrets together, and they live at his mom's house. He lives at his grandparents', but we go when we play with the ferrets and take care of them and everything. And speaking of his grandparents, his grandpa, he's always played Squid in the Kitchen about this. It's kind of like Elephant in the Room. If I ignore it and I don't like it, it'll go away. But he surprised us all by paying for 1/3 of Glenn's surgery. And his grandmother is great. She's really sweet. When he had his surgery, I remember he was asleep in the other room, I went in the living room to have dinner with his grandma, and she said something to me along the lines of, "I have loved that child since the moment he was born, and whatever gender he is doesn't make any difference to me because I've always thought he was brilliant." And she also said that though she doesn't use the right pronouns, it makes sense to her because he always acted like a little boy. And I think I was just like, that's so cool. Shouldn't all parents be like that? You know? Should all be like that. His father, is a numbnut, to say the least. His father is, this is interesting, his father is ex-trans. That's right, ex-trans. According to him, he lived and worked as a woman for 2 years. He was on estrogen. He still answers the door in a women's bathrobe, but yes, and he is the least supportive person in the entire family. He takes out all of his issues about, what happened on Glenn, because he screwed up with it. He gave up. That means Glenn will, and it's really quite sad and immature. And well, he paid for part of the surgery too, but he's just really an idiot. He called me what's her face for a little while, and the first time I met him, we went to lunch together, and he started talking about how much he hated Mexicans. Oh, those evil Mexicans. And of course, we live in Texas, so there's Mexicans everywhere. But and Glenn kind of leaned over and said, "Hey, Amber's family is Hispanic. You might want to ease up a bit." And his dad turns to me and says, "Oh, I'm so sorry." But it wasn't, "Oh, I'm so sorry I offended you." It was, "Oh, I'm so sorry your family's Hispanic." Isn't that lovely? And more about his numbnuttiness later. He is tact king. Or queen, I'm not sure. He likes me. Glenn's cousin died during all the surgery stuff, so I went to the visitation, and I went to the hospital while he was dying. Don't worry, it's not a tragedy. But, just to keep Glenn company, make sure he was mobile. And his dad seemed to really appreciate the gesture, and he gave me a peck on the cheek, and I was like, ew, the numbnut likes me. So, I'm kind of scared. But, with my past family relationship experiences, I expect to get a taquito thrown at me, so it's all good. Now, this person's mother, Glenn's father's mother, is the only person in the family who doesn't know. The only important person. And that's because she would explode. Like, her head would literally go pop! Because every time I come over there, she plays Squid in the kitchen. I could be wearing an orange traffic cone on my head and she wouldn't say anything to me. I mean, I've been introduced to her so many times, she won't even look at me. It's really kind of funny. I could just, flail around and do a little dance and she wouldn't look at me. But she's tried to file off Glenn's mustache before. And when Glenn was hobbling around like an old man after his surgery, she was, and he said he got attacked by a dog. She hounded him all week. "You need to get that check! You need to get that check!" I think she knows, but it's too much for her tiny little brain to comprehend. So we're just gonna we're kind of like, somebody tell her, but we're gonna leave it alone for now. So, because it's not important. It's really not. She's just crazy. But I think that's about it for family stuff. I would really, really like you to leave lots of comments this time. I would like to hear from you and hear a little bit of, whoop whoop Tuesdays. So, I'll leave you to Bethany. Bye!